You think I'll let you zone?
Hey guys, how about we start a new kai-sei era of Godzilla with a new comic not starring him somewhat and about the mutant humans and other kaiju that attack the planet. Let's get into this. We get a little background about the atomic bomb testing, waking up the beast, even charging it with weird energies in 1954. After that, it went to Japan filled with resentment and hate that it stomped Tokyo to the ground. Just like that, humans were knocked off the top of the food chain. Then it was a race for all the nations on Earth to fight back in the age of the kaiju. Godzilla wasn't going to go quiet, and being overcharged with kai-sei energy was going to make it a long and hot war. Then we have a woman ask what is kai-sei, and someone explains it means big strange lizard juice, but Dr. Chiba said it was an Americanism word for the energy as well as Godzilla. We are then introduced to G-Force USA with Dr. Rumi Chiba, who is a scientist transferred from G-Force Japan Division, Nuki, who is a heavy ammunitions expert, Incense, who can control fire, as well as a streaming star, Jet Jaguar, an old Japanese android that can only speak through his 90s theme song, and Commander Rivera. Rivera corrects her, saying that what she did in Japan Division was good and all, but this is how they do things in San Diego. Godzilla was at Fort Belmont, which was America's most secure area until the Rodan incursion, where it rolled over at once to Godzilla once it got there. Godzilla attacked a boarding school for kids who lost family to kaiju attacks. We finally meet our protagonist Jacen, who got blasted by the lizard's atomic breath, but instead of dying, he showed no fear and started boxing Godzilla. Godzilla whips Jacen away, and the commander thanks the lizard for revealing G-mutants, and Jacen gained the ability of Godzilla himself, the ability to control kai-sei energy. With that being said, G-Force USA welcomes Jacen Brand to the team, with Jacen, who wants to kill Godzilla. At the Gulf of Mexico, there's a kaiju appearance while Nuki and Jacen walk around G-Force base. We find out that Jacen got a roommate with a science officer. Nuki tells Jacen the reason new field agents don't get private rooms at first is because of the high turnover rate with them dying. But Jacen doesn't mind because he used to live at an orphanage, so he's used to it by now, as he usually was the last one left. Nuki says that's both funny and kinda sad. Jacen meets Marco, who greets him in a hazmat suit asking where are his stuff, and half of the stuff in the room is his. While Marco talks about the differences between the field agents and the science division, like Marco, who only really studies kaiju shit, while Jacen cooks popcorn. Jacen apologizes about eating as he hasn't had much in a while, but Marco asks if he wants to go to a mixer, load up on junk food, and threaten the guys in bioweapons who mess with him all the time. But Jacen declines as he has combat training and asks if he can take some of the food. We find out that he might be a double agent, as he was sent there to discover all of Jacen's secrets. Dr. Chiba tells Jacen that there is a Japanese game they play to see the strengths and weaknesses of their teammates called kai-sei, where you only have to get the ball across the floor without being touched. G-Force isn't going to go easy on him either. Jacen says is his strength and size, but he needs an update. The commander has strength and speed enhanced by exosuit, but he's old. Kumi has an artillery suit for firepower, but can't do anything at close quarters. Incense is great with demolitions, but has a bad habit of showboating. But Incense asks why did Jacen go easy on Nuki, and he gets punched. The commander slams Jacen, telling him he needs to control his kai-sei energy as he wants him mad every day, but he wants that energy locked on the big lizard at all times. As they get an alert that near Florida there is an appearance of a kaiju. The target is Anguirus. The commander says that when the big armadillo shows up, sometimes Godzilla follows. So he wants all G-Force to gear up. As Dr. Chiba picks Jacen off the floor, she tells him in Japan they deal with kaiju differently, that eternal war isn't the answer, and channeling that anger is a better option, finding the source of that anger and dealing with it. But Jacen leaves, telling her to say that to his parents. Dr. Chiba says that Anguirus and migration patterns tell that he usually doesn't come to shore, as the commander doesn't care. At the shore, the commander says that giving these big monsters like King Caesar a big target like a plane or a tank will do nothing, but get guys willing to fight them on the ground. Even small targets will get them frustrated. The commander wants Dr. Chiba to stay back, but she's a field agent as well. He just isn't sure her methods won't cause another New York City, but Chiba says she isn't sure Jacen won't cause another dead zone. Kumi likes Jet because he doesn't try to talk to her, because her fighting is her talking, as Incense tells his viewers that the best thing about oxygen is how good it burns, as he makes an explosion in the kaiju's mouth. The commander tries to get Jacen mad so his power can explode as he breaks through Anguirus' armor. We find out that Dr. Chiba can read the minds of the kaiju as she wants to see what is wrong with the monster. She tries to make it go back under the Earth's crust, but it gets angry, very, very angry, as she wants to know who stole something from the kaiju. Dr. Chiba faints as Anguirus leaves. Later, G-Force celebrates with drinks as Chiba says something is wrong, but the commander asks if she's right, or is it that just her sixth sense that got her trouble back at home. Chiba goes out to see why Anguirus left the Earth, as it was like something made it change course. Jacen hitched the ride as he vomits in front of the doctor. She yells at Jacen as to why he followed her, and he doesn't know why, but it reminded him of his mom, who left for work saying she'd be back after some errands. He waited by the door after she kissed him for a very long time, but she never returned, and since then never liked people who just up and leave him. Jacen asks what is she doing, and she was trying to figure out why Anguirus fled. Jacen said it's because of his big bang energy, and Dr. Chiba doesn't think that kaiju ran away from a child who survived Godzilla. It was dying, but Jacen felt it as well, and he loved the feeling, as he remembers what Godzilla did to his mother. As the comic ends, Jacen is dragged into the water with Chiba following as we are introduced to the Lampset.